Hey guys, what's up? Dark Alpha here, and today I'm going to be starting my first episode on my fantasy football series. Last year, I won the EVO Money League Championship for fantasy football. It was great. I had a great time, and I'm going to be starting a series where I break down the fantasy football rankings that I like for halfbacks, quarterbacks, wide receivers, tight ends, eventually culminating in a drafting strategy, ways to maximize your draft, so you guys out there can be successful and win your fantasy football leagues. I'll slowly be revealing this list one by one in the blocks that you see here. So you gotta watch the whole video. Don't skip ahead. I'll explain my thought process. So let's get started. There's my top, 11 through 15. A name may surprise you. Alfred Morris at 11. Frank Gore at 15. I really like Frank Gore this year. I think the 49ers are going to ride him because he's getting older. He's producing behind the number one ranked offensive run blocking team in the 49ers. Everybody will be successful running behind the 49ers, so Frank Gore's the way to go. MJD, it's really toss up for him. I really need to see if he can cut and make the play and just play well because the Liz Frank injury, they're very, very screwy. Matt Forte, explosive offense, points to go around. Steven Jackson, I love this year. Falcons love to punch it in on the goal line. They always have. I've been a Julio owner, and I hated when they just fed it to Michael Turner and he just fell forward because he sucked. And then number 11, Alfred Morris. I like him. I don't like him a lot, but I do like him behind Shanahan. They love to run it, but Shanahan is also one of the reasons why he's not in the top 10 for me. He's always too inconsistent. But there's 11 through 15. Moving forward, there's my list, number 6 through 10. One of the first things you may see jump out to you is Arian Foster, number 7. I'm not a big fan of him this year, especially at number 2, mainly because he led the league. He had a lot more touches than AP last year. People say AP, he had really wore down, but Arian Foster actually had more. And everybody else is a year older. He's going to be playing hurt. Ben Tate's not hurt this year. That's why they gave him so much, because Ben Tate was hurt. We have healthy Ben Tate, means Foster slid for me. Ray Rice, it's because he's poor. It's because all the running backs above him I like more. He's just great. Chris Johnson at 10. That maybe has surprised you guys, but the Titans' offensive line was so great that they made Sean Green look good. It's not because of anything Chris Johnson did. It's because Sean Green's an absolutely terrible running back, and they made him look good. So I'm going to be taking Chris Johnson to run behind Warmack, Levitre, and the improved offensive line. Trent Richardson at 6. I love him this year. Norv and the Chud are going to make the Browns' offense be somewhat good, and Trent's going to score a ton of points. Moving forward to 1 through 5, and there it is, my top 5. Adrian Peterson, number 1, clear by far and away the number 1 fantasy player this year. Number 2, Jamal Charles. A lot of you may be saying there, what, Jamal Charles? No way. But here he is, Jamal Charles. My reason, Andy Reid, he loves to just dump it to the halfback. Think Brian Westbrook, who is a fantasy monster. Jamal Charles is going to score a ton of points. He's going to catch a lot of balls. All you guys out there maybe like Alex Smith is the quarterback, but don't worry. Alex Smith's nickname, Captain Checkdown. He's going to throw it to Jamal Charles in the field, create space, get him the ball. Jamal Charles is my number 2, and even better yet, he's the goal line running back. When they're on the goal line, Jamal Charles is getting the ball, and he's going to score touchdowns that way. A lot of you may be concerned with his injury. It's not a big deal. He's fine. It's nothing to worry about. I'm taking him number 2 overall. I'm going to feel good about it. Number 3, CJ Spiller. Kid's got all the talent in the world. He wants 2,000 yards. The offensive coordinator wants to feed him, 30 times a game. My way to go. Number 4, Doug Martin. He's not number 2 or 3 because Carl Nix, one of the amazing guards, has a toe problem where he said it'll never be 100%. That made him slip for me. And, I just don't like him as much as Spiller or Charles. And number 5, Marshawn Lynch. What a beast. Hurt Percy Harvin. They're going to feed Marshawn Lynch. He's going to score a ton of points on the Seahawks offense. They love the run of the score, and I love them there. So there's my top 5. And now let's get into my later round sleepers and the people that I plan on picking up. The core of your team, the sleepers are probably the most important part of any team. There's the sleepers, my picks in, rounds 3 through 5. The halfbacks are so super important this year. When I get in my drafting position video, I'll be able to break it down. But basically, I want 4 or 5 running backs in the first 6 rounds, and these are the guys that I want to make it happen. Le'Veon Bell. People say, oh no, they want to throw it. No, they don't. They want to run the ball. And they say the offensive line sucks. Not really. They got, DeCastro and Pouncey. DeCastro was hurt last year. He's one of the best guards. I watched Andrew Luck. David DeCastro is a beast. Mike Adams is there. They're going to run the ball a lot. Le'Veon Bell, not in a committee. Truly a beast. I'm taking him if he's there. Lamar Miller. On Yahoo, I'm going to show you guys all the halfback rankings, all the sites. I think he's overdrafted in Yahoo leagues, but in the other ones, I like him there too. Eddie Lacy, Packers running back, goal line. Why not give it to Eddie Lacy? He's not going to score a crap ton of points, and he could get, committed out, but I still like him there. Shane Vereen, you guys saw him, so multi-talented. He's taking over the Aaron Hernandez role. He's not a backup running back. He is an H-back. He will play wide receiver, tight end. He'll, run the ball a lot. He's not backup for Ridley. He's his own position. He's his own player. And I feel he's going to score a ton of points. Ahmad Bradshaw, he's always hurt, but he's always produced. He's always had great games where he has produced. On the Colts offense, he can pass protect well. He'll never leave the field. He's going to, if they want to run the ball, because the Colts offensive coordinator says they want to create a power run game, they're going to feed him. He's going to be great. I love him in his draft position. And later on, Andre Brown, the Giants. You guys don't notice, but Tom Coughlin's one of the number one coaches for running it in when inside the 5-yard line, and Andre Brown's the goal line back. He's going to score a lot of touchdowns when he's not hurt, So I pick him up in later rounds. I like it. Dale Richardson, somebody's going to win the job in St. Louis. My money's on Dale Richardson. Why not? If you're hurting on halfbacks, I'd pick him up from there. Basically, for you guys, there's really no good late round options. If you're going, you need to make sure you take running backs early and you take them often. Protect yourself from injury. Protect yourself from flukes. Listen to these ratings. Go out there and just pick a ton of halfbacks, so that way you can be successful in your fantasy league. Make sure to sub to me, so that way you guys can make sure that you're not missing out on my strategy videos. I'm going to have all the other great stuff coming. Tomorrow I want my wide receivers to come out, and the day after my quarterbacks and tight ends, and then the next day I'd have a draft position explaining how I draft, my theories when drafting, and generally how I build strong teams. I've had a lot of success playing fantasy football, and I absolutely love it to death. It's so much fun. And I'm glad to be able to be in a position where I could show you guys out there ways that you can be successful too. Again, this is Dark Alpha. Come join us on Evo if you haven't yet. We're going to have a bunch of fantasy football stuff coming. I mean, we're the number one Ultimate Team site out there. We love football. We just love football. We love Ultimate Team. We love the community. So, I mean, come check us out. Okay, guys, this is it for me in this video. This is Dark Alpha. Thanks for watching.